friends, welcome to This Beaded Life. I'm so happy that you've joined me today. Today we are opening the new Curated Bead Box for June, and I haven't even opened it yet. I only opened the envelope that it was in, so we're gonna pop it open together and we're gonna talk about it and make something pretty. I'll be right back. Okay friends, so June's Curated Bead Box is Western Whimsy. So just real quick, in case you're new and you've never seen Curated Bead Box, Curated Bead Box is a monthly subscription that comes to your home, and it is curated to a theme, but it also comes with findings. So like bead stringing wire, elastic cord, head pins, eye pins, you know, that kind of stuff. So it comes with a bunch of things that if you are just starting out, this is actually a really great one to get. So it gives you a list on the front here of everything that there is. If it has a little code here, those are what you can order. Again, like if you wanted more of them, from dollarbead.com, and you can just type that right in at dollarbead.com and it'll pop right up if it's available. Also, let's see, nope, I got all that. So if you want to subscribe to this, I do have a promo code in the description of this video, and it is Wendy35, and it'll save you 35% off your very first one. So here it is. Open up our box, and we've got some strands of beads, our findings kit, just a bunch of stuff. Oh, some really big like frames. That's kind of cool. Some charms, pendants. So I'm going to get one of my little boxes and we're going to open it up and go through it together. Right back. Okay, we got one of our little boxes here, and we're going to go through. The first thing they usually list out are the 10 millimeters. So the first one is a 10 millimeter soft green glass pearl bead, and it's on an 8-inch strand. And these look actually like they're really good. I'm not seeing any like white spots here where the finish or the paint was missed. So that's really good. Here, I'll put it on a plate here for you. So it's that really soft, it's almost like a mint green. Really, really pretty. So we'll cut that one open and get that one into our box. All right, next one is a 10 millimeter jungle swirl marble style glass bead, and this is 6-inch strand. This is really pretty. Like, I imagine I want to do something with this one right away. This one's really, really pretty. It's got that same like a minty sagey green, some white swirl, a little bit of beige in there. Really, really pretty. I would consider this a neutral bead for sure. Let's put that in there. That's right next to the other one. Whoop. Some of these are so big they kind of spill off into the next little container. So just kind of put it right next to it. It's absolutely fine. All right, so our last, oh, well, this is nice. We got a gemstone. So our next one is 10 millimeter, and this is malachite gemstone bead, and it's a 7 to 8-inch strand. So we have a nice gemstone here, and it's that nice deep like Kelly green. It goes from like a lighter green to like a Kelly green. Really, really pretty. Open that one up and put that one in here. So we got some greens. Green is always nice. I like green. All right, so next we have 8 millimeter beads. So this one is a 8 millimeter pink and apple green duo style glass bead. So it's duo style because it has the two different colors and it's kind of divided off, but really, really pretty. And it's not like too bright of a pink either. It has some like really darker pink swirls in it, but the overall color it's given me is a nice medium pink, very pretty, and a very pale green. So, and we know pink and green look great together, so that's awesome. Let's put that right here. And it's a nice long strand too. 10-inch strand is good. And there we go. Okay, next we have another gemstone. We have a few gemstones. Wow, I'm kind of excited about this. The next one is a 8mm rose quartz gemstone bead. So here you have your natural rose quartz, and it is not on a pink strand. So the pink that you are seeing here is the true pink. So very nice, and there's some nice little striations in it. There's a few little, you know, bumps here and there, but overall it's a really beautiful rose quartz bead. So we'll put that in here, and we'll just go right next to the pink and green. Oop. There we go. Then next we have white opaque gemstone bead. Okay, now this one's not saying what kind of gemstone bead it is, but it's a white one, so I'm not really sure. If you guys know, I think we've had these ones before, if I can remember correctly. I really do like these, just the starkness of it. I don't know, I like it. It's rare that we get like a really white gemstone bead, so it's kind of nice to get that and have that variety in your box for sure. But if anyone knows, it just says white opaque gemstone bead, and it's on a 7 to 8 inch strand. And we'll get all those in here. And we have another strand. This one is natural jasper gemstone. So this one's in a very nice neutral color, very nice beige color with some deeper browns, striations in it. Really, really nice. I'm glad we got some neutrals in here with some of these colors. I think this is going to be a great addition to this. So let's go ahead and open this one up, and we'll put that one right in next to the white. Yeah, I really like those. Those are really nice. Definitely will be using those too. I like those. Okay, next we have one more strand left. So the next strand is a 6mm strand, and this one is called 6mm Meadow Abstract Glass Bead on a 10-inch strand. So you're getting that deeper green with that really vivid metallic gold finish over parts of the beads. Very, very cool. I like beads like this. This is something that I don't get very often either. So when I do get something like this, it's really a lot of fun. So I can imagine this is going to add some real interest to some pieces that we make. So we'll get that in there. And we'll put that one right next to that beige one, the natural jasper.
Yeah, I know.
Thank you, honey.
I'm gonna go get some ice cream sandwiches.
All right, love you. So that was my husband just saying that he's going to go to the store and get some ice cream sandwiches. If these videos get placed in order, the one I did last night was him saying something about us being almost out of ice cream sandwiches and that we need to put it on our grocery list more. And then tonight you guys get I'm going to the store to get our ice cream sandwiches. Oh my goodness, so much fun. So much fun. I have to tell you, like, I have a really fun husband. He's a lot of fun. All right. So next I have Okay, so the one thing that they do also are these little bead mixes, which I really love these. These are usually a lot of fun. So this one is approximately 1 ounce Desert Cactus Designer Bead Mix. So let's dump that in here and let's take a look at it. So we got some really fun things in here. We've got a couple of like the marble style beads. These are 12 millimeters. So we got some 12 millimeter beads. We got some very pale pink glass pearls. So those are really pretty. We got some glass crystal. Oh, that one's a broken one. I've been getting a broken one every time I open something up, no matter what it is, you guys. All right, so now these are like faceted crystal, like larger rice barrels. So those are fun too. I like those. And we also got some larger 10 millimeter of the green and the pink glass. So that's a lot of fun. Let's actually put these all together, the pinks all together, so I make sure I have room for some stuff. Oh, I might actually have room. We're fine. We're fine. We're gonna leave it. I got 2 green drops. These are center drilled, so they go through the bottom through the top. And some marble style green glass beads. A couple small ones and a couple like, I think those are 6 millimeter and 8 millimeter. No, I think these are, I'm not sure. All right. And then we have like a bunch of like little crystals, and some of these are so cute. Like these are, I love these. Let me show you how these sit. I use these a lot when especially if I do like a memory wire bracelet. So it goes through like this and it looks like a little gem. Isn't that cute? So we got some of those and we're just gonna dump those in here with these. There's a little pink one in there too. All right, next I have, oh, these are ones that I really like too. These 14 by 10 milky white pressed glass oval beads, and you get 8 of them. I really love these. Anytime that they send these, I get so tickled because these are some of my favorite beads from the Curated Bead Box. So I really like these. Put those in there. All right, now it looks like we got some charms and such. First thing we have here is a 36 by 34 cow skull silver metal pendant. Well, he's cool. He's got a nice large bail. Yeah, I like him. He's really cool. That's pretty awesome looking. Think he'll fit? No, not really. All right, so we will put him back in his little bag because he's not going to fit in there. We got some cowboy hat silver metal charms. There's 4 of them. These are 22 by 14. Put these on here for you so you can take a look. How cute are those? Aren't those adorable? Okay, we have some more charms. We have 6 18 by 10 cactus silver metal charms. These are really cute too. Oh, look at these little guys. I think they're they're the same front and back. Those are really adorable. I like those. Super cute. And then we got these really large 68 by 34 rectangle bead frames. These are so cool. But honestly, like, I don't know if I could do, like, some of these are really large beads. These would be like super heavy. I mean, I guess you could do it like as a pendant or whatever, but I can see definitely using some seed beads for this. So these are so cool. And I think I actually got some seed beads in one of my past boxes. I'll have to take a look at that later. So that way I'm still using Curated Bead Box stuff. So we'll put those 2 off to the side. And then let's just run through this, in case you're new. Let's just run through our little findings pack real quick. I'm not going to open everything up, but I want to tell you what we got. So here's our findings pack. And we got some jump rings, some stretch cord, some lobster clasps, ear wires, crimp beads, head pins, bead stringing wire. This is like a 7-strand bead-a-lawn in a way, is a tiger tail. And this is memory wire. So yeah, pretty good. All right, you guys, let's kind of take a peek here and see what we want to do. Something tells me that I really need to use this guy today. So here's what I'm thinking. All right, so I want to use him, and I'm thinking that we do. I for sure want to use these, like 10,000% want to use those. Those are really, really cool. Right. Okay. Then also, I would like to use these green ones, some of these green ones. Get that darker color in there. I think I'm going to need some seed beads. So what I'm going to do after we pull out and get like our idea of what we want to do, then I will go to my other bead box, my other curated bead boxes and see, because I'm pretty sure they sent some seed beads, and they're going to be the kind that are like a little bit off in size, so they're not going to be super uniform, which is actually exactly what I'd be looking for. So we have that. I think this might be good because I kind of think I want to use some leather on the back of it. So that's just what I'm thinking. Anyway, you know, maybe we'll just grab, no, I don't want to use up all my beads right away. All right, I'm going to close this one up, and I am going to go check out some things, bring some things over here. I know that there's going to be some stuff that I'm going to want to use from my own stash to go with this, but predominantly it is Curated Bead Box. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, I've got a little bit of a mess here. So let me explain to you what I've got going on. So I went ahead and pulled, I've got this green, got this off-white, and I've got this white. And these are like 6/0, like, you know, kind of just like misshapen beads, right? So I want to use that green, but I'm kind of worried that it's not going to be right for this. So like this is more, well, kind of close. You know what? We might just use the white and the off-white, because this one is just way too, it doesn't go at all. Like I have like a lime green one, but it also is very, it's almost too bright. Unless I did those pearls instead. You know what? Let's maybe do that. Let me pull those out. That's a lot closer. You know what? That's what we're gonna do. And then, so let me pull those out. Also, what I grabbed from my stash is some spacer beads. I have some bigger spacer beads for the larger beads, and then I have some little daisy spacers. And then I also found these spacer bars. These have like a really cool like Aztec type print on it, and I know that you can do 5, but I'm fairly certain we can get away with doing 3 and have a space in between, because no one's going to notice that space, because these are gonna like butt right up against each other. So let me put this one on here. Or am I wrong? Will they? Because I really didn't want to have to do like 5 strands. Actually, no. I mean, you can do 5 strands. All right. You know what? If we're going to dive in, guys, we might as well dive in, right? So what we're going to end up doing, we're going to put some stuff together. And then if it starts taking me way too long, you guys know I will pause it, and I will continue on doing some of the repetitive stuff, and then we'll come back for more. But until then, I'm going to pause this. I'm going to get the rest of this stuff together and ready, so that way it's not such a jumbly mess here and not causing anybody some anxiety. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, guys, I grabbed the 7-strand bead-along bead stringing wire in bright. And we're using this because, you know what, we're going to try to do 5 strands. So I have more of this and I have the other stuff, so I thought I would just use what I have more of. So I'm just measuring it on my neck right now. When I'm all done cutting my strands, I will let you know how long the strands are going to be. Oh, get out of there. So it's not going to be a 5-strand necklace. It's going to be like a single necklace with 5 strands of seed beads on the side. It's not going to be a big, massive amount of seed beads, but it's going to be, you know, enough to do like, you know, something cool. I would like to actually do it all, you know, through the back of it too. So we might do that as well. All right, so we got 4, and we'll get 1 more here, and I'm hoping all these fit through the beads. I don't know if they will. If they don't, we'll figure something else out, guys. We'll figure it out. Maybe we'll still just do the 3 strands, and you know, I don't know, we'll figure it out. All right, so we have our strands cut. Let me go ahead and measure that so you guys know what I have. And if we don't end up using all these strands, don't worry, I'll get good use out of them. You guys know I will. I'm making stuff all the time. So they are about 34 inches in length. And I honestly don't even know what I'm doing right now, guys. So we're kind of winging it here, okay? We're just kind of winging it here. So the one thing I do know is we want to put all these through here. All right, just like that. And then I wonder if one of these will fit through. I think it'll fit through. Oh yeah, look at that, it fits through all 5. That's awesome. Because we do want a couple little seed beads down here underneath our pendant, just so that it's not constantly rubbing. So I think we'll put like 3 seed beads on, and we'll just use these white ones. I only dumped some in the bowls. I have more next to me if we need more, but I'm really not sure how much it will take to do this. So I just left them next to me just in case. All right, so now we have 3. So that works out pretty nice. I like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of my clamps, because we're managing like a lot of strands here. And ideally, I would like to be able to fit all these through a bead. So let's give it a test. And let's see. By George, they fit. All right. So there we go. All right, and now it's just what I want to do. So let me think. Let's see. I want to do probably 2 of these white ones. So let's do 2 of those. Yeah, that's gonna look cute. Okay. Or maybe we should do 3. Let's do 3. 3 is like my number. I love that. You know, I don't know what it is in jewelry making, but 3 is always a good number for like one color of a bead. And then if you're doing like multicolors, Like in my book anyway. It's like, I just think it's appealing to me. Maybe 3 is like my lucky number or something. And I'm going to put on one of my little daisy spacers. And then let's decide what we want to do next. So maybe we want to do like a green, one of these marble style ones, and then another green. That might look really cute, and do some of these metal spacers in between. I have more of these too that I can grab. So let's do this first green one. I am so happy that all the beads are fitting through. Oh my gosh, you guys have no idea how happy that makes me. And then we're going to do these wavy spacers, and we're going to do them kind of like back to back. So there's one, and then the other ones go in the opposite direction. Just to bring more of that silver up. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. Just to bring some more of that silver up into the piece. Kind of keep it consistent throughout. There we go. And we'll do the same thing here. That one's a little bit different. We use the same ones. I have a couple different styles, and they got kind of like put in together because I made a mistake. So I have a couple different styles. I don't think it's really going to matter. They're between beads, but if it looks like it's going to, if I have enough of the ones I really want to do, then I'm going to use those. But otherwise, if it worst came to worst, it wouldn't really matter. There we go. Then we'll do our little daisy spacer. And let's do 3 more of these white beads. There's one. There's 2. And 3. Do one of these little daisy spacers. What I'll probably do is one full side with you guys, and then I'll, shut it down and do the other side by myself. And then that way I'm not taking up, so much of your day. Because I know some of my videos can be pretty long. And I know you guys say you don't mind and that you like my long ones, but I'm sure there's times where you're like, okay, I've had enough of your talking. Just oh my goodness. I love all you guys. You guys are fantastic. I'm always happy and grateful that you're here to be with me and have fun with me while we make jewelry. I still need to figure out when I can schedule a live. Things have been so busy, and I would like to do like one consistently, like every 2 weeks, and just have it scheduled. But it's hard for me to just schedule something to be done like that. I went into June not really having a ton of things going on, and then all of a sudden it was like March 30th and I have everything going on now in June. And I'm like, okay, that happened fast. But I mean, it's good, personal life stuff and bead life stuff. So it's all good things. All right, we're gonna want to do probably more of this. And then after I'm done doing this one segment, I'm just going to go and look and make sure I have enough of everything I need before I do too much more, because I don't want to get stuck and have to undo some things, So all in all, I really didn't have to bring much from my stash for this. I really just brought like some findings I wanted to use and some seed beads, which is really great because I got these seed beads at Michael's like years ago, and I haven't really done much with them at all. So I'm glad they're going to get some use. I mean, I'll make like little single strand, like stretchy bracelets, you know, like little friendship bracelet things, but I haven't done anything like that in such a long time that I just, you know, I guess I kind of forget that I have them. But they are great to like add to your pieces. And I like that they're not uniform because I'm not using them for bead weaving or anything like that. They're kind of bumpy, kind of rough, and I like that because they're, it just makes them look a little more natural. I had some paint inside. Or not natural, like I guess organic, I guess is what you would say. There it goes. There we go. Yep, I'll definitely need to grab more spacers for the other side. I wasn't sure when I grabbed some how many I was going to need. Well, I hope you guys are having a great week. Today is the 4th of June, and it is Wednesday. I woke up thinking it was Thursday, and I was really excited, but then I realized that it is only Wednesday. But now Wednesday is almost over, and the weekend will be here before we know it, you guys. And there's a lot of stuff going on this weekend in the bead world. Okay. I might be getting to the point where I want to figure out what I'm doing here as far as the other stuff. First, I want to just make sure, let me see what I have going on here. So I have 1, 2, 3, so there's 9 of those. There's 3, 6, 9. Okay, I still have some left over. Looks like I could do 3 more on each side if that's what I want to do, and I might want to. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 5 and 6 and 3 of these for the other side so far. And then we know for sure we're going to go ahead and do 1 more of the white. So I'll put those in here. And then the rest of these we may not need. So I'm just going to stick them in another bowl here, just to get them out of our way. Or if I miscounted, I can grab them really quick. All right, so we are still working on this. And I think we're going to get to the point where we're going to want to add our seed beads. So we're going to do that in a minute here, as soon as I can figure out what I'm doing. All right. So I think what we could do, I wonder how it would be if I put all those seed beads on here. Or if I need to kind of like taper down. So if I did like, well, let's just go ahead and like, let's just put a couple of each one on. Let's do the white. And I guess I don't care what order they go in because it's gonna get all like kind of mushed up together anyway. I'm just, you know, green. The off-white. White. And let's do the green again. All right, so this is what we, oh, wrong strand, Jody. Wrong strand. All right. Now let's just kind of see what this looks like when I bring it all down together here. Okay, well, one, it's not going to sit all together very well. Oh, but if I do something like this, that looks kind of cool. What do you guys think? That looks really kind of cool. Make like little, almost like little bubbles. You know what? I think I kind of like that. All right, you know what? We're not even going to use these. Why would we? We don't need to. All right, so go ahead and put this on. Scoot that down. It's going to hold it nice and tight. And then I think we're going to go ahead and bring these back out. So I'm going to need 2 of these, 1 of these. And I want to make sure it's even on both sides. So let's just do that. And then 2 and 1. You know what? I don't want to go that far. You know what? We're going to figure it out. We'll figure it out, guys. So far, this is what we need. So I want to put this little green guy on here. And just squish it down. Yeah, I like that. That's gonna look cute. Maybe we should make it a little bit longer because that would take up more space then. Maybe let's do that. All right, we're gonna do that. So I'm going to grab one of these and let's put on like 4 more on each strand. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So that would make 6 on that strand. Six on this one. We are getting creative, you guys. We are getting creative. One. There's that one. One more. 1, 2, 3, and 4 for that one. Oh yeah, that, look at how cute that looks. I like that. So let's do this. And in fact, we don't even need to do like full segments, you guys. We just need to like put a bead on, right? So maybe we'll do this. Do like one of these green beads. And then do another one. And then let's do another little scrunchy like section there. It's gonna be like a little bit longer of a necklace. So let's do, maybe we actually don't want it that long anyway though. Let me see, because I want to be able to see that. I'm kind of feeling like I might want to shorten this so we have more of this. Hold on one second, guys. You know what? I think I'm gonna shorten this. But we're gonna go from this end because this end would be a lot to string. I wanna bring it down to here. So I wanna be able to see those seed beads. And I guess I should have thought about that. All right, so we have our little white ones that are gonna go in between. Oh my gosh, can you guys hear my dog whining? He just went for a walk and now he's back and he's being a big baby dog. And it's just because he wants to sit on someone's lap. The minute someone lets him, all 100 pounds of him, sit on their lap, then he's fine. We've spoiled him terribly, you guys. All of our animals are so spoiled. Like, people were always like, you know, you're going to spoil your children. You know what? Don't worry about spoiling my children. I'm worried about, like, my animals being spoiled. They're like little stinkers. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, so now that we have that, I'm just gonna scoot this up, guys, because we don't need all that, right? We might use it in some other spots. But I wanna finish this one side with you, and then I can move on. All right, so let's go ahead and get some more of these. We got 2 strands of these at 6 each. So there's 1, 2, whoop, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'm not using the super long ones like these just because they're going to really throw it off if I do. So let's do 6 more of these white ones. And then we need 2 strands of 6 each of the green. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And let's do this one here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then we just need 6 of the off-white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. There we go. And then we'll tighten that one down. Oh, this is gonna be so cute, you guys. I'm super excited about this right now. All right, and then we're getting close, actually close to our end. So we'll put our little daisy spacer on, and then we'll do some larger beads. Maybe this is where I'll pick up that pattern with the bigger beads. Since I did 2 of these. Get those in there. There we go. And then let's do this green. Our spacers. Go. Okay, this is gonna be super cute, you guys. Look at how fun that is. Oh, that's gonna be fun. This is gonna be so much fun. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. All right, so 1, 2, 3. So we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so we can do one more of the 3 white. And, you know, of course I've got a cat like knocking at my door. I mean, why wouldn't I, right? I'm going to need to grab some more spacers anyway, so I'm probably get as close to the end as I can, and then I'll go grab that stuff. I want to finish off the back of this though too, so I can show you what I'm going to be doing. Whoops. Oh, we are getting there, guys. And I need one more of those green pearl beads. See, sometimes all it takes is to run with an idea and then experiment along the way. I love this. This is just enough of that to make it look really cool, I think. I like that a lot. Okay, so now we're getting to the point where I'm gonna want to go ahead and close this off. I think we're gonna come through back here with just some of the off-white seed beads. Just to kind of finish off the end here. And of course, this isn't something you need to do. I mean, you really don't have to do this, but if you want to, you know, it's really kind of fun. So if that's what you want to do, you absolutely can. It takes a little bit of your bead stringing wire. I'm not gonna fool you, but if it's something you want to do, I would say go for it, because it's really a lot of fun. So we have 2, 4, 6, 7. Let's do 10. And then we're going to end this part of our necklace. And back here, I'll use some of the longer ones because there's not going to be anything next to it to like compare it to, so it'll be fine. All right, there we go. Okay, so now this is going to be, I think, kind of a tricky part for me. I want to see what I can figure out here, guys. So I don't think it'll fit through a 2x2 crimp tube. I don't think it will. We will try real quick. I think I might end up having to do like 2 crimps. So what I think I'm going to end up having to do is get my 3s out. I can just grab those real quick. Yeah, here we go. And these are crimp bead, and I like rarely ever use these. But they do have a lot bigger of a hole. So that's kind of what this is meant for. And with these, I need to use my traditional crimping method. So we got that kind of squished down there. We're going to take one of these number 3. These are Beadalon. You can get like a size combo pack that comes with 0s, 1s, 2s, and 3s in the bead form. So if you're wanting to do that, you absolutely can. You know what? I don't think I'll need to do 2 crimps because all I'm gonna really need to do, I wanna put a wire guardian on here. Just because it's gonna be holding a lot of stuff, right? So I'm gonna take 1 strand and I'll put my wire guardian on it. Bring that down. So now I have 1 strand going through my wire guardian. I'll put that back through my crimp bead and through some of these other beads. And as soon as I can see it pop out there, I'm gonna grab a hold of it and pull that down so that way my wire guardian is secure to my necklace. So now I've got 4 strands up here, 1 strand coming out down here, and that's the one that's going to keep my wire guardian right there, okay? And we'll probably just use a small jump ring to attach it to a clasp, or maybe I can just put the regular jump ring on this side and do the clasp on the other. That'll work too. And then because I'm using a crimp bead, I'm gonna need to use my traditional crimpers. I don't think that, I think the magical crimpers only work on the tubes. So I'm gonna just crimp that down and then close it up. And these are strong little suckers. But look, they turn out pretty nice. They're not, oops, sorry, they're not terrible. So I don't feel bad about it. But I do wanna test it just to make sure that we're good. And then I can trim off our extra wire. Trim off these extra wires. Try to just do like 1 at a time so it's not, so I don't run the risk of trimming something that I shouldn't be trimming. Just get right down in there. There's another. And that one. Whoops. I do recommend having sizes, like all sizes of crimp beads in your stash if you have like a good, like, you know, a good brand like Beadalon. Like they have all those sizes. The zeros, I believe you can use on like thread. So, but yeah, it's nice to have them because when you do need them, you have them. Like I haven't used size 3s in like forever. It's been a long time since I've used them, but I am super happy that I have them. You know what? Honestly, I'm thinking, I don't know if I've ever used them. I may have, but it's been a while, so I don't remember. All right, and at this point, I'm gonna grab a little clasp just to make sure I have that. And I'm gonna go ahead and pause this. I'm gonna do some stringing up here on my own. And when I get close to the end, we'll come back to finish this one off, okay? But this is gonna be really cool. I'm really excited about it. And yeah, you're gonna see a little bit of your silver wire through here, but that's okay. This is silver. It's okay to see that. I'll be right back, guys. Okay guys, I got the other side all beaded up and ready to go. So now we're gonna go ahead and do this side. I do have my number 3 crimp, my wire guardian, and my lobster clasp here. So just like on the other side, we're gonna put, excuse me, our number 3 crimp bead over top of all 5 of these strands here. Drop it down. We're going to take one of these strands and we're going to put our wire guardian on it. There we go. Put our tail through the other side. Let's go ahead and put our lobster clasp on that one into our wire guardian, and I'm going to go through that crimp and through a few beads. When I pop out of that bead, I'm going to pull this down and so it's nice and snug down there. And then I'm just going to make sure that this is all snug as a bug in a rug. And we're going to come in here with our traditional crimpers and we're going to crimp this crimp bead down. So we're crimping it and then we're going to crimp it again. And now we got our crimp. That one didn't turn out nearly as nice as the other one did. If I can kind of fix that a little bit. All right, so let's go ahead and cut off our extra strands here that we don't need. I will save all these little pieces because we use them. All right, come on. Oh, it is raining here, guys. We're getting a rainstorm. But it's supposed to bring in some cooler temperatures. It was really humid today. It was in the 70s, but the humidity was super high. Like when you walked outside, you felt the dampness of the air. And I don't like that. I am not a fan of that. All right, I'm just gonna grab my silver jump rings real quick. What did I do with them? You know, it wouldn't be a video with me if I didn't misplace something, right guys? So, oh my gosh. You guys, this room is seriously such a mess again already. I don't know. Like, I'm doing something wrong because I can't keep it clean no matter what I do. I'm sure you all feel my pain. Oh, you know what? I forgot. I have jump rings in my companion, my little pack here. I think these will fit. Let me see. It should. Oh yeah, that's not a problem. Okay, good deal. All right, so we need our jump ring. I do have to say, Curated Bead Box has some really super good, strong jump rings, you guys. Really good jump rings. And there we go. All right, let's take a quick peek at it before I turn it around and show you guys what it looks like on me. Whoop. So here it is. Here's our like southwestern-ish necklace. I like it. I think it turned out really cute. Let's try it on because it always looks different on too. I'll be right back. Okay, friends, I got my other necklace taken off, and let's just put this one on real fast. I almost feel like the pendant's not big enough. Like I feel like it should be a bigger pendant. For a change, my hair is like getting in my way, and I don't understand why, because I never usually have that problem. All right, so, oh, I like the way these are laying right here. This is perfect. Oh my gosh, so cool. You know what? I like it. What do you guys think? I hope you like it. Let me know. Leave me a comment and tell me if you like it or not. If there's anything that you would change, differently or whatever, let me know about that too, because I like to know what you guys think. All right, you guys, I hope you have a wonderful night. I will talk to you again real soon, and I'm sending you all my love. Bye, everyone.